Mr. President, do you think Elon Musk is a threat to U.S. national security, and should the U.S. and with the tools you have investigate his joint acquisition of Twitter with foreign governments, which include the Saudis?
A fierce battle is going on between US President Joe Biden and the world's richest person, Elon Musk. Once a supporter of Joe Biden, Musk's relationship with the White House has turned sour over the past year. Since Biden's inauguration in 2021, the two men have engaged in a constant verbal duel, and this hatred is revealing some major controversies about the two most powerful men in the world. Recently, when asked about Musk's comments about the US being in a recession, the president seemed to make fun of Musk's interest in space. He fueled Musk's anger even more by praising Ford for its electrical vehicle efforts and unionization efforts, thereby snubbing Tesla. And now that President Biden has stated that Elon Musk's business dealings should be scrutinized, Musk is not going to hold back anymore. In fact, Elon Musk has made some big revelations about Joe Biden's corruption and other aspects of his life that could be a big threat to his government. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to know everything about the Biden-Musk fiasco. Now let's dive straight into the video. The magnitude of the threat posed by social media in influencing elections was recently highlighted by the controversy that erupted after Elon Musk's deliberate attempt to motivate the US midterm elections. Democrats retaliated against Musk for the above action, which revealed the fraudulence of the administration's pro-business front and earned the disapproval of Vice President Biden. Vice President Joe Biden poked fun at Elon Musk, calling his behavior toward other countries worth of being looked at. Furthermore, he claimed that the technocrat posed a danger to US national security. Joe Biden, Vice President of the United States, said at a conference held at the White House, "I think that Elon Musk's cooperation and/or technical relationships with other countries is worthy of being looked at." In addition, he said, "I'm not suggesting that whether he is doing anything inappropriate, I think it's important to take a look at them." This claim about Elon that Biden made is shared by the left cabal. For them, Musk is not only a threat to free speech, but also a schadenfreude that has flipped the kryptonite of the left's narrative hegemony. As time goes on, the fight between the global left and Elon Musk reaches new lows, as the leading US technocrat, who has shown some sympathy for Donald Trump's return to Twitter, has come under attack from the left cabal. The ideological battle is reshaping the international order. This stands in stark contrast to Twitter's plans to censor opposing views of Trump in 2020. Many left-leaning Twitter employees were let go after the company was taken over, adding new spice to the already fiery debates taking place online. The global left, which sees itself as ushers and defenders of free speech, is completely obsessed with the takeover of Twitter. It's because the new policy promoted by Twitter in general, and Musk in particular, is seen as posing serious challenges to the future leftist hegemony over the widespread opinion. The goal of the policy is to make the massive social media platform more pluralistic by welcoming a wider range of perspectives. It is believed that Elon Musk is trying to grovel for Chinese support by making massive investments through Tesla in China and calling on Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. If Musk could win over China, he could take advantage of China's low-cost manufacturing and win over a segment of the liberal mainstream media. It's important to Elon because he's the target of the ultra-left cabal that helped get Joe Biden elected. Given that the current occupant of the White House is a Democrat, Musk tweeted, "To independent-minded voters, shared power curbs the worst excesses of both parties. Therefore, I recommend voting for a Republican Congress." It is believed that US President Trump's criticism of Elon Musk was made in an effort to win over voters for the Republican Senate in the upcoming midterm election. However, the statement largely echoes the view adopted by the global left, which advocates free speech but has always been outright reluctant in accommodating diverse views which do not have the leftist validation. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has previously called the White House not the friendliest administration for ignoring his business. Musk's remarks at the Code conference followed a tweet in which the Tesla CEO used some of the same insults directed at President Donald Trump in a mockery of Biden. The Biden administration convened with auto industry leaders to plan for increased production of electric vehicles. High-ranking representatives from Ford, GM, and Stellantis were among those invited. However, the largest EV manufacturer in the world, Tesla, was not present. One might wonder why, in his advocacy for the advantages of electric vehicles, Biden has been so largely silent on the topic of Tesla. Also, that probably can be summed up in 3 words: UAW. Tesla remains staunchly anti-union, and Musk is an anti-labor as any CEO in the industry. There have been multiple decisions by the National Labor Relations Board that went against him. The United Auto Workers has made little headway in its attempt to organize at Tesla, and Elon Musk has repeatedly mocked the union and its supporters. In a tweet from that month, he said, "New UAW slogan, fighting for the right to steal money from workers." According to his October statement, the main reason Tesla has not received any support from the otherwise pro-EV administration is the relationship between the UAW and Biden. Biden is a UAW sock puppet, Musk wrote on Twitter. The Build Back Better bill, which is on life support in Congress, has all kinds of goodies to encourage people to buy EVs. There would be government support for a network of charging stations and a larger tax credit for those who purchase EVs built in the US by unionized labor. Tesla, however, would gain less from these incentives than the other EV manufacturers, and Musk has stated that he does not approve of these policies. Musk's exclusion from Biden's White House meeting with the heads of GM and Ford to discuss electric vehicles and the Build Back Better initiative last month prompted further criticism on social media. A tweet from Vice President Joe Biden's account featuring the President and General Motors CEO Mary Barra and the words "I meant it when I said the future was going to be right up here in America" also received a lot of attention. Automakers in America are ramping up production of vehicles, with GM and Ford leading the charge. It's true that Ford and GM produce far fewer electric vehicles than Tesla does in California, but Biden still made his statement anyway. According to a White House official, Musk didn't attend because he didn't agree with the EV provisions in the Build Back Better legislation, not because of Tesla's non-union status. An official stated the recent White House event was for business leaders that support BBB to discuss how it is good for the economy. When questioned about Biden's omission of Tesla from his discussion of electric vehicles, a government official said Tesla has done extraordinary things for electric vehicles, and that's a big part of why the whole industry now knows EVs are the future. Although Tesla benefited greatly from EV tax credits in the past, the company's CEO has expressed opposition to introducing new EV tax credits. However, the White House did not avoid talking about unions. "We are going to keep fighting for legislation to expand access and create high-quality jobs building EVs," the official said. President Biden is committed to expanding the availability of good union jobs across the country and to ensuring that every worker in every state has the freedom to choose whether or not to join a union and the right to bargain collectively with their employer. But Musk's beef with the Biden administration goes beyond a disagreement over electric vehicle incentives. He has also stated his opposition to the Biden administration's plans to increase taxes on the wealthiest Americans and to create a minimum tax on profitable US corporations like Tesla, which pays very little in federal income tax because of its historical losses. Stock options worth tens of billions that Musk is expected to exercise in 2021 will result in a record-breaking tax bill of $11 billion. However, there are years wherein the richest person in the world doesn't have to pay any taxes at all, even though his wealth is estimated to be in the hundreds of billions of dollars. He has been very vocal in his opposition to Democratic proposals that would bring about such a shift, focusing much of his ire on senators like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden, who have advocated for taxing the wealth of the richest Americans rather than just their income. The stay-at-home orders issued at the beginning of the pandemic, which Musk called fascist, and his subsequent doubts about the seriousness of the health risk posed by COVID-19 were also made clear. Although Vice President Biden has publicly opposed a return to stay-at-home work orders, he has supported regulations and measures taken by the government to combat the pandemic. So what are your views on the Elon Musk vs. Joe Biden's controversy? Share with us in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it with your friends so we can keep making videos like this. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.